I'm going to talk about education in the present and how it's affecting our society. I want to talk about it because I've lived in different places and I've realized that education is the spine of our society. Right now, we have a global structure based on the social cooperation between human beings. Each person has a role in this society. Depending on how hard you work to reach your goals, you will have an easy way of life or not. Obviously, I'm talking about money. This is the key that runs our world. How can we earn money? The answer is easy. Doing something needed by the society. I mean, working. Each person should choose where they want to work. Sometimes people work doing their hobbies or sometimes not. That's why the education is so important for us as human beings, because it means our future and how are we going to build it. Consequently, we can affirm that education is the base of our system. Every government in the world takes care of it to show the population that is working the correct way. People are interested in this because a bad education system means that their family and kids are not going to be prepared for the huge business world. Now, we can identify two types of education depending on the behavior of the student. The first one is the kind of student who has really interest in the course and wants to learn as much as he can. I'm not talking about a person who studies all the day and without hanging out with friends. No, I'm not saying that. But a person who pays attention in class because he really wants to make his level of culture higher. On the other hand, we can identify the kind of student who attends to the class because it's strictly necessary to obtain the major, and sometimes they just skip it. The famous writer William Perry calls them bulls, talking about these students who don't want to learn. They just cheat and skip classes. Here at UMFK, we have a perfect environment of students, but we can see this kind of students too. The question is, how can it happen so often? The main problem comes before high school. Survey results about the prevalence of cheating in high school taken by Who's Who among American high school students in 1997 revealed that an alarming 89% of high school students thought cheating was common and 78% had cheated. It seems logical to assume that successful cheating in high school inspires cheating at college level. From surveys taken in 2010, indicate as many as 45 college students cheated in one or two courses, and 33% in 8 or more courses. The problem, however, is not just with the students themselves. In a recent US News poll, 20% of adults felt there was nothing wrong with parents completing their child's homework. The problem is not that the students cheat in exams, it's about ethical education. If 12-year-old kids learn that with cheating they can have better grades, what will they do when they work for a company in the future? That's the point. Probably they won't do anything because they will not be prepared for that. The point is not how to catch the cheaters, but how to show them the correct path. Cheating has become common practice in high schools, largely because students are using technology to gather and share information in rather innovative ways. We are living in a society where the student knows more about technology, computers, and internet than the professors. Since students are a little more tech savvy than many adults, grown-ups are always playing catch up when it comes to find out what students are up to. Statistics show that cheating among high school students has risen dramatically during the past 50 years. Back in 1940, only 20% of college students admitted to cheating during their academic careers. Today, that number has increased to a range of 75% or 98%, between 75 and 98%. Is technology that I was talking about before involved in this? I would say that it's like that. As I already said, it's an ethical issue. This is happening because they have no interest in learning. They have no interest in what is called general culture. And the truth is that we don't have it either. As Will Durant said, education is a progressive discovery of our own ignorance.